Hello again, the poor people that have decided to join us for a second session. I don't think you're being forced, but something must be going wrong in your life to be here again. I'm Omega Party. I'll be playing Casper Zerkov in our Lazarium campaign. This side of me, I think, if I got the stream set up correctly, is Tolnok, who is there, I think.
Uh, yeah, I'm Tono, and I'm playing Nickum. Yep, always forget.
Slick.
My one job, and I always forget.
You
Yep,
done?
I'm playing Nickum, an elf thingy, and I don't know which way is which.
I think.
But am I casting it to Ben?
Yeah, you got Beta Annihilator up the top, who is our Dungeon Master, who has some sort of god ray across his face for the session.
Yeah, because I am divine in this scenario.
Namaste.
Yeah, I play everyone else. Um,
Blessed be his
and
name.
then over to our resident lore master, who's going to give us a sweet, sweet recap. Brandon, take us away.
Uh, well, uh, obviously it's Brandon, and I play Sir Steve, Knight of the Emerald Order. And the recap last time, I believe we started off with a werewolf encounter where a man turned while we were out in the woods, and he turned into a werewolf, and we decided, in our wisdom, to sprint the fuck away rather than die horribly, as we had a split party. Um, One of our members caused an NPC to die after shoving her face first into the tree, and a werewolf caught up with her and ripped her to shreds. I won't point out who it was. Casper. But after that, we continued sprinting away, but the werewolf was still on the hunt, trying to chase the rest of us down. So, my character, Sir Steve, took the hero play and led everyone off, led the werewolf away from the main group, blowing his horn, attracting it to him as he sprinted off into the woods in a separate direction. Now, things went awry there as one of the NPCs, his squire, followed him into the woods instead of sprinting to the village.
Hero.
He is hero.
Casper sprinted to the village, got the rest of the party eventually, as they all sprinted through the woods to try catch up with Sir Steve and the werewolf. A battle ensued between Sir Steve and the werewolf. He held it back until some of the group got there, and then the werewolf proceeded to leave rapidly as it was almost dead. Um, the rest of the group finally arrived, seeing Sir Steve was quite injured, and decided after about 6 seconds, we're gonna hunt that werewolf down, and proceeded to leave Sir Steve in the clearing with no help. Left him with an NPC, a young witch, not witch,
She
Not
is.
witch.
She's not a
not witch.
witch.
No. They hunted down the werewolf, managed to track him down to the cabin where we first met the man, with the intention to kill, but did not, as they finally found a moral bone in their bodies and didn't want to put down a whimpering dog, and then didn't want to put down a sobbing, crying man when he turned back.
You
So
bring it.
instead, they recruited him to our party of
It was the logical
NPCs.
decision.
It's the logical decision.
You bring a lot of
Um,
bad karma on us.
And that's what happened
Who,
last
who doesn't
time.
want a pet werewolf?
Not wrong. There is a
I mean,
chance
ally.
that Sir Steve contracted lycanthropy in that battle as well. But
Oh,
I don't know yet.
when do we find out?
Full moon,
Next
probably.
full moon.
Because I'll happily kill Sir Steve.
I'm not sure you're beating Sir Steve as a werewolf. He'd be a level 9 werewolf.
Have you met Casper, the hero of Lazarium Zerkov? That's what people are calling him these days.
Oh, they're not.
They say, oh, like,
What people?
hero of the Empire.
I'm sorry, but if you look at Casper's reputation level, he's not quite at a level 5 yet. He's not the hero of Lazarium.
That's because he's not been using his real name for the last few times. He's been the man with no name.
Hey, that's his choice, which means he cannot be called the hero of Lazarium.
Do you want to know why? Because he's humble. He's the most humble man in this party.
Is he?
Yes.
Isn't that because he has the third lowest
My one would
reputation
like
rating?
to disagree. My one would like to disagree about humility.
I mean, you're not even at the 1 yet, Nikim.
I don't even know your name.
Neither do I.
It's a stressful party we find ourselves in.
Okay. So, yeah, we finished with you guys coming back into the clearing where Sir Steve was nursing his wounds, or having his wounds nursed by our not witch Rachel, and you guys came triumphantly back with a new recruit for the party. So we'll kick off with you guys entering the clearing. However, Randall started holding his belly and had to run off and throw up in a bush somewhere, and you don't know where he is right now.
I think Colchester.
You assume that he will catch you up.
Right?
What have you been eating while I'm gone?
He keeps eating these berries. He tells me to try them, and I'm not stupid enough, to be honest. Come on, Jimmy. Let's go introduce you to a few of our friends. Just be calm. They might be a little bit angry. I approach through the forest to try and find the rest of our gang, who is nursing their wounds, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Oh, what is his name again?
Jimmy.
Yeah.
You're so
Jimmy
rude.
the werewolf.
Jimmy
Yeah.
the werewolf.
So I've got 2 Jimmys now.
Yeah.
You have got 2 Jimmys now.
Jimmy Longtooth.
You've got 3 Fingers Jimmy and Werewolf Jimmy.
Yeah. Yeah. Jimmy Hairy Chest. Nickum, rude.
Jimmy
Yeah,
the Fang.
I approached the surviving members of the werewolf fight, I guess. So Sir Steve and the ever lovely. What is her name again? She is called Rachel.
Rachel.
Yeah, I head over. Ah, still sitting around, are we, Sir Steve? I walk over with my superior Cascadian look.
And gotta look at you. Uh, well, when one fights a werewolf to a standstill, one tends to get hurt.
Yes, definitely one of you is at a standstill. Oh, have you met Jimmy? This is our new party member, and I gestured for Jimmy to come out.
Yeah, he's like wrapped in some curtains. I think you wrapped him in the end, right?
I believe it was curtain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fine.
He's just wrapped in some curtains.
Pleated curtains.
No, they're from a shack in the middle of a woods. They are not nice curtains. There's a couple of holes in them. Yeah, it's he's not on good sight. He's like still got blood like around his like face and hands. I think at this point none of you have done any medical care to him, so he'd still have an arrow jotting out of his shoulder.
Yeah. Yes.
From Randall.
Yeah, I'd probably do more damage if I tried. So
Yeah, Rachel, can you take a look at Jimmy? I think he'll be a special case, but I feel like your skills will be able to find an answer to help him.
Yeah, she nods and gets up and goes over, gets him to sit down, starts tending to his wounds.
So, Sir Steve, are you able to get up, or are we going to have to carry you?
I can walk myself. Mostly my upper body that took the worst of the blows there.
I could go get your horse if you want.
No need. Probably hurt my shoulder just climbing up on a. I'll walk back.
Yes, I mean, there's no rush. I mean, the threat is past, so take your time. We can head back to the village. Uh, we should probably start making tracks for Wolf's Watch. We're running a bit behind schedule.
Uh, not, not too much though. We're only about a day behind, aren't we?
But the day behind is a day behind. It's going to be. It gives the colt every advantage over us.
That is true.
Nickum, where did you come from anyway?
It's gonna point to my horse.
I gathered you used a horse to get to us, but weren't you off doing some sort of mission?
Mm-hmm.
You're a man of very few
Um,
words. How do I reach you?
well, I managed to infiltrate Lady Elwyn's estate.
Excellent. What
Um,
did you find out?
Found some maps detailing some movements of their forces moving through Derbyshire.
Derbyshire.
Yep.
What, they come from
Uh,
the north,
they have
heading south?
wildland warriors and mercenaries on payroll, and along with Knight General Tidor's Emerald Order goons.
The Bastion.
Sad Lady Elwyn herself wasn't there, so I didn't have anyone to stab. It's rather unfortunate.
That is a shame. So it sounds like they are coming through the north. Do you think they will take out our elven friend at Whitewater?
Um, Question here. Yeah, I sent a message, but as yeah, would I have been able to make like copy down a basic route that they that I had been able to find and glean from the maps to be able to show the group?
Yeah, so obviously, um, so you'd probably assume that they would bypass the elves in Whitewater, because considering most of General Tidor's army would be in Hertshire and nearer to the north, because he literally just finished a battle with the Wildlanders.
Mm.
So he'd basically collect soldiers as he went and make his way essentially from. You would assume that his almost doing like a parallel path to you guys.
So they're more heading up this way.
Yeah,
Oh, they're
that's
heading north.
that's the way.
Right, okay.
Yes. So they're headed. Well, obviously they know the same location that you guys know.
Yes.
So, but they know that their allies are in Hertshire and Derbyshire. So obviously they're going that way.
So we know there's an army heading there now. That's
Yeah.
that changes things. So Steve, I think our motley crew is going to need some aid.
I think you're right. Uh, that is why I was trying to get General Earbard on our side.
General Eobard will be our utmost priority, I think, if we want to come out this alive, unless we get extremely creative.
Well,
In
at
terms
least
of the route, would we get there first though?
I mean, we get there first, but we don't really know what to expect. We could get there and have to wait for them to do the ritual or ambush them. I mean, ambush will give us an advantage, yes, but if they have an army, how many of us are there? 12? If that. I can't see
I think
12 winning against 100.
recruiting, yeah, recruiting is probably important, but I would also want to get there before then, so that we at least have time to set up and prepare,
At least
set us some traps.
they won't have the red bastards men on their side this time, at least.
No, Nickum sort of that. And I pat Nickum on the back.
Thumbs up.
Well,
I did a thing.
Generally, Abad is our priority then. You must. Stephen, you must woo him.
I'm not quite sure you know what that means, Casper, but in Green March, that's typically something a man does with a woman to win her over for a date.
Well, if that's what you have to do to get Abad on our side, I will stand fully behind you. And as will he, from the sound of it.
Um,
If you need like tips and techniques, I
I
can help out.
don't need.
Kind of a
No, no. I will attempt to sway Sir Eobard to our side. I've been collecting as much evidence as I can that these people are cult members.
Well, don't forget I have these, and I've got the letters that. I think that was a bit before your time, the letters.
Yeah, it was.
I have a load
That
of.
was during your active detective days.
That's back in the days when I used to work for the NYPD. I was like, yeah, get the chief of police
Nickham
down here.
doesn't even know any of you are detectives. That's new.
I've cracked the case wide open. No, but I have a collection of letters which have various cult members referring to each other by letters, and we positively identified one of them as General Theodore.
Well, I myself have letters from trying to think of the names. Let me refer to my sheet. Villafandril, right? That's his name, Lord Villafandril. Yep. Lord Villafandril, and from the brothers in the I can't remember the name of that temple.
The monastery.
Yeah, the monastery.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Good people there.
He nods, and I think there was one other letter he somehow. Oh, and I have a letter from my old captain at Hightower. Hopefully, with the three together, General Ebad will at least give listen to my case.
Yes. Well, we must make progress. We should head out immediately if you're ready to move. I look round to Rachel. Rachel, how is Jimmy?
You like turn around just as she like essentially just push it, like pulls the arrow through. She like pushed it all the way through the guy's shoulder, and like you just turn around as he goes, as the arrow gets pulled straight through his shoulder. She turns around. He'll be okay to ride, but we don't have a spare horse.
We have a wagon, don't we?
No, you got rid of the wagon.
Oh, curse my short-sightedness. Okay. I mean, yes, he can ride on the with a caravan of or we don't have a spare horse, do we? Maybe we will. Okay, fine. It's fine. I'll get him a horse. You leave it to me. I look at Sir Stephen and Nickham. Right, we're gonna have to extort a horse out to these villagers for saving them from the werewolf. Have you got any kind of like wolf fur or anything you can use to show that we killed him?
You know that they don't know it was a werewolf.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay, no, that's fine.
They didn't even know that
Got rid of
there
a
was a
beast.
creature that attacked.
Okay,
Got rid of something or someone.
okay, that's fine. I look around. Jimmy, do you have anyone in this village that you care about anymore?
I mean, I like most of them.
No, no, that's fine. It's just I think we're gonna have to make you disappear from them because someone has to go down for these murders. Actually, no, don't worry. It's fine. Don't you worry. I've got this sorted. Forget I said anything. I look round to Sir Stephen Nickham. Right, we blame everything on the wife's sister. She's dead. She's the murderer. We took care of her. Because ultimately, she is the murderer. It's her whole fault.
There's so many emotions going through Sir Steve as he listened to you talk about extortation of villagers and then move on to pinning the blame.
What? We're not really extorting, are we? They asked us to
There
find.
is absolutely no emotions passing across Nickham besides just a simple nod, like, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
The way I see it, Sir Steve. Sir Steve, the way I see it. They wanted us to find the murderer. We found the person responsible for the murders. We then found someone else who actually caused that person to be responsible for the murders. We saved this one because he's ultimately innocent in the whole thing, and she gets the blame. No more murders. Yes, I can see you're stunned.
That's certainly a word for it. The truth of the matter is we can honestly go back and tell them it was the wife's fault.
No, it's not the wife's fault. No, she was a victim here. It's the sister.
Oh, my apologies, of course. The sister-in-law shakes his head. One of those blows really knocked my head.
Yeah, we'll just say Jimmy was killed by her as well. She was jealous of Jimmy and her sister, so she murdered them both. And Jimmy's friends saw it happen. She killed them too.
Well, we could always say that Jimmy is in fact alive, but now that, well, everything that's happened, he's now going to leave town. His wife is dead, his best friends are dead, there's not much left for him.
The only problem is they might want to talk to Jimmy, and I don't think I look over at him. He doesn't look like he's in much state to stand up to a hard interrogation from any very motivated locals.
You're not wrong. The least we can do is send him or someone to collect clothes for him from his house, any keepsakes he might have.
Yes, yes. Nickham, why don't you find out what keepsakes he has? So Steve, as a knight, maybe the news might come. Well, as a proper knight. I mean, I'm a knight too, but hey, I don't rub it in people's faces all the time. It might sound best coming from you. The villagers might take the news.
He nods. He's saying, I'll bring Tommy with me and explain the situation.
Yes, okay, if you do that, I'll head over to the camp. Nickham, get some clothes, meet us back at the camp, and I'll start getting the camp packed up and organizing everyone to start riding to Wolf's Watch.
Oh, slight problem. I did a quick head count while we were all waiting. Where's Randall's cousins? Are they still back at the camp?
I'm not sure. I'll have a look when I get there. I'm sure I can find them.
You sent
Right.
them off to the other side of the woods.
Ah, I mean they should come back. They're like a bad smell.
But we don't even know that. They went off with like the only one who knows that is Randall. He's fucked off.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll probably find Randall back at the camp. He'll probably being
You
sick.
would know this.
Actually, yeah, Nickham does. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, but Nicken doesn't say anything.
No, of course not.
Nicky doesn't care.
I think time is of the essence at the moment. So I'll get the camp moving, Stephen and Nickham. And then once we're safely on the road to Wolf's Watch, what say you and I and Nickham and I guess Randall as well, we ride ahead at a quicker pace, and the rest of them can catch up, and we can start our work in Wolf's Watch and hopefully have it dealt with by the time they arrive. And then we can make a run at the Long Sleep Pass.
Right. Wolf's Watch, then Longs. He nods his head. Right.
Are you sure you can do this? You seem a bit confused.
He shakes his head. He's like, no, my head will clear up by the time we get back to the village.
I pass him like a leather skin full of like wine and be like, "Do you need some help?"
He's gonna uncork it, smell it, and then cork it again. No.
It's
no, I-
Cascadian wine. It's pretty much like it's like a wine that's been left open for like a couple of hours.
How did you even get this?
Okay, I have Cascadians. I know.
I was like, is this leftover wine from Clearview you've just had in like a wonder skip?
Yeah, Cascadian wine's not nice. They're not known for their vineyards.
Right, I should be quite alright, Casper, but thanks for the gesture. Right. Let's get a move on.
Okay, go with Rowana. Blessed be her name. Casper laughs as he rides off towards camp. He's taking Rachel and I'm not riding. I'm on foot. Sorry. He starts walking off with Rachel and kind of helping Jimmy walk.
All our horses are still in the village.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Nickham, don't forget to get him some clothes. Oh yeah, Jimmy, do you need anything else from Nickham? He's heading to your house to get some things.
I didn't have much. Anything that's left over, really. I've got a small stash of silver underneath one of the floorboards. He like thinks there's a loose floorboard to the right side of the fireplace.
Easy enough.
There's not much.
All right. Maybe I'll head a couple houses on the way back. Later.
It looks like Sir Steve is about to go after you, and then he just like, as he swings his shoulders forward to like start jogging, he's like, oh.
Casper just takes Jimmy, who probably looks a bit miffed at this guy being rude to him, and I just go like, "Here, Jimmy, drink this." And I give him some of the vile Cascadian wine that only Cascadians actually enjoy.
Like,
That-
chokes
take-
half of the
Take it down, take it down.
rancid wine that you give him.
Sour, nice sour wine.
All right, so Nickim's going to Jimmy's house. Sir Steve is going to the villagers. Okay.
Doing what we do best. Splitting up.
Yeah. Don't I love you guys for it?
That's us.
No, wrong map.
Oh dear, Ben.
I wonder if I could convince this mayor guy to give me property in this place.
Give me Jimmy's house.
Just for killing a werewolf.
We fake Jimmy's death and then steal his house.
Just for killing
Wait,
a
was that not the
werewolf.
plan?
A werewolf could have killed everyone in this town.
Oh. Well, Stephen, I like to abuse locals.
You were gonna extort for a horse.
Look.
And now you're going to extort them for a house.
It's not like they're using the house.
Well, actually, you're
They
gonna
could
go.
sell it.
I was gonna extort them, but now I've got you to extort them for me.
I wonder how much it costs to buy a house.
Why are you buying property when the cults bring it around the end of the world if we don't stop them?
Well, it's probably an excellent time to go into real estate, really.
Most people don't know the world's ending, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, house prices
Huh?
at an all-time
What's wrong
high.
with
You got to wait till like the news actually spreads, till the world is actually ending. Then you get into the real estate.
Yeah, exactly.
I get you now.
All right. Well, so Steve, with Tommy raising the banner beside you as you ride, as you stroll back into town. You don't have your horses right now. They're still in the stables of the inn. All right, you stroll into town. You get a few weird looks, considering you are worse for wear. Um, but there are a good number of people actually outside the inn, the Wood Lodge. They appear almost like they're waiting for something. They were like looking towards the woods as you came out, and they kind of wait there for you. You get a few shouts as you approach. What happened? What went on over there? We heard noises. Yeah.
They're just
What
gonna
was
see
being
like
murdered out there?
they're just gonna see the blood like covering like the armor of his like from his shoulder where he kept getting bitten. Um
Oh shit! I think he's dead. He's a zombie.
He's a zombie.
I'm not quite dead yet.
He's
Oh
soon to
shit!
be.
He thought.
He's soon to be a zombie.
It's that little kid that's like he's a zombie.
Gets quickly silenced by his father.
Yeah.
Shut up, Johnny. What happened?
He's just gonna look to the sky and then look back at them. Um, we dealt with a monster.
The what now?
Your missing people. I'm afraid to say that they are all dead.
The village elder actually like pushes his way to the front. They're all dead.
He nods. The
What of the beast? What of the beast? What
he
was
has
it?
been dealt with. A huge wolf-like creature. Never seen anything like it before.
That was the howls then.
Nods his head. You won't have to worry about it being around here anymore. And he's just kind of like moves his shoulder a little bit, where the like bite mark has like gone through his armor. I'm afraid to say, you'll find I can't remember her name. Barry?
Margaret.
Margaret. Yeah.
Margaret.
You'll find Margaret's body in the woods. I'm afraid I couldn't carry it back. It was too badly dismembered.
You hear a few gasps. Woman that faints in the crowd.
Oh my.
Though it does, we have reason to believe Margaret was the real perpetrator behind the entire thing.
What do you mean?
As far as we could tell, she got this beast to attack these people using
Never
some type of
suspected.
witchcraft
Witchcraft?
or potion brewing at least. But he shakes his head. I'm not an expert in the occult, so
We'll contact the hunters. They'll investigate. Yes.
uh, I can't go well. We'll
You quite all right, sir?
not quite all right. No, I'll live. I'm afraid the beast got in quite a good few hits on me.
We can see. Yeah, you look like shit, says a man hidden in the crowd.
I'm gonna like look at the direction that whatever that man was. I'm just gonna look in that direction. And go, I feel like it too, and grin.
The elder kind of one second. We tried to piece together some reward if you did come back. We did hear the noises after all. Though we did fear the worst. And he goes to inside the wood lodge, and he comes out with a small sack of coin. There's maybe 40 silver in there. Times are hard, you know.
My head. Just me out of character contemplating whether I should take 40 silver.
Take a horse.
And a house, apparently.
A house. Anything that begins with H. Horse. Although that's W, but still. Be illiterate.
I'll take your horse, your house, and your horse.
Ah, no, the 3 H's.
I'm gonna think. I'll take the. I'll take money from him. I'll take the sack, and then I'll like open it up, and I'll count out 20 silver from it.
Okay.
And then I'll put the sack away, like connect it to the belt, and then put 10 silver in each hand. Please give this to the families of those who have been lost. I believe the farmer's boy, and the lumberjack.
Yeah.
They
He
could
actually immediately takes it and goes like beckons a man forward who's clearly the farmer, and then a like a slightly older looking woman who's the mother of the lumberjack. And they come over. They like the woman hugs you. The man shakes your hand. Very grateful. 10 silver's a lot to them.
I mean, it is. Yeah, that's like 10 golds basically in normal D&D terms. So
How many days wages is that, Ollie? You always used to use that as a marker.
10, what was it, 10 silver, which is
Yeah.
gold in our world, because we do the
Yeah.
silver standard rather than gold. So, what's that, 100 days wage?
Yep, 100 days wage. There you go.
For a skilled labourer.
For a skilled labourer. Oh.
They are labourer down now, both families.
I mean, yeah, you're like paying them like a plumber.
I've basically gone, here's someone's pay for 3 months.
And the elder kind of like after that's kind of finished. And if you would, if you need to stay any longer in the wood lodge, your stay will be free, free of charge, and I'm sure meals can be provided for your stay. Obviously, within reason. You can't stay forever. We can't afford that.
That won't be necessary. I'm afraid me and my group will be leaving later today. Busy work after all. But if things were, could I trouble you for some rations and food for our journey on the road, perhaps?
Of course, yes.
I'm most grateful to you, Elder.
Yeah. All
And
right.
and then
Is that
to
transaction done?
well, no, to grandstand slightly. You have to grandstand. Um,
Okay.
he's gonna do like the little motion he taught Tommy to like start waving the banner. He's just gonna do the little motion with his hand. Other people don't know, but Tommy sees it. And then as the banner's waving in the background, he's gonna be like, "Let it be known, people of Woodlodge, no beast nor foul demon can stand the might of the Emerald Order, nor the blade of a man righteous enough to stand in its path. Always step forward with confidence, with bravery, and stand up for one's common man." And he's just gonna walk away.
Okay. A lot of the people are a little bit confused at first. I mean, they're just simple townsfolk. They weren't really expecting a speech. And then you get like one guy at the front just like, "Hey!" and starts
He's
to
an,
clap.
he's an old guardsman from Wolf Swat.
And then the others are like, "Oh, okay." Then they start clapping and cheering. But it quickly fades away as you walk off. And we're gonna snap to our resident break-in and entering elf. Nick him.
So heading to Jimmy Wolf's place first.
Jimmy Wolf. Yep. Okay, yeah,
And
you're off.
yeah,
Yeah. All right. So he hasn't got many clothes left. A lot of it's teared up. And obviously the sister-in-law had basically taken a few of the outfits to him in the cabin in the woods as replacements anyway. So he's probably only got maybe like one or two sets of traveling clothes, at most. Yeah, I'd say. I mean, have you got proficiency in investigation?
yes.
Yeah, then you'd be fine finding that little hid away pocket of gold, silver. It's literally like 5 silver. It's nothing special, and there's like a little locket there, with a charcoal pencil drawing of his wife in the locket. And that's it.
Yeah. With observant, my passive investigation is 19.
Yeah, no issue. I mean, he gave you directions to it as well. The only other thing of note that you would probably see in the place is there is his wood cutting axe, that is like leant up against the door. He was a lumberjack after all.
That could be handy. I'm definitely going to take that to him.
Okay. Yeah, you take a bundle of cloves, small pocket of silver, and a woodcutting axe. Right.
Is-
Yeah, you'd probably do this a lot quicker than Sir Steve rambled to the crowd. Um,
Cool.
so
In saying that, as he's rambling to the crowd, does that mean
yes,
everyone's outside? Awesome.
the majority of the town is outside the wood lodge.
Cool, cool, cool. Uh, well, I'm just gonna make a roll.
A morality roll, is it?
Yeah. I mean, that's Nekome's a flip of the coin, so it's always okay. Um, is there like a place here that seems especially more wealthy than the others,
The only other place
or
that's
is it
kind of
like
the only places that are better off really are you've got like the traders' places. So there's like a smithy this end, and there's a carpenter's this end, and a herbalist here. Then you've got the elders' place, and then the wood lodge itself.
herbalist? Hmm. Think the herbalist would have anything fun that I might be able to steal for Randall?
It's up to you. You have no idea.
I'll take a peek. Just
Right.
sneak over.
Okay, you sneak over. The door is locked. Have you got thieves' tools?
I do.
Roll them. So, Steve, you are a
And
party to this. You are the distraction here, albeit unwittingly.
thanks, man.
It's not looking good on your honour,
See how
Stephen.
terrible I roll. Oh, 14. Not great.
It's all right. It's a little.
That
It's a basic
small time.
town door. It's not like a decent lock. That's more than
Yeah,
good enough to break in. Um, cool. And yeah, no one's home.
sweet. Um,
Do
I mean,
you
do they
know
have
her?
any? Oh God, no.
There are a lot of
I just want
herbs
to.
on display. A
Yeah.
lot.
Is there anything that is like made? Is there any like completed vials with things in them?
Um, there's a few. Yeah, they don't have labels on.
Even better.
Okay, how many vials are you pilfering?
Well, I mean, I don't want to take too much. So, whatever is there, I'll take like a quarter. I won't take that much. It's like just a couple of hours. Oh, yeah.
Two, two vials.
Two, yes. The
Oh,
dice
there we
have
go.
said two.
Right, so you pick up one orangey brown liquid and one which has like it's like green but with like sort of like a like purpley speckly inside, like there's little bits in it.
Green with
Like
shit.
purpley little bits.
Purple shit.
Yep.
Okay. Orangey brown liquid and then green with purple shit. Got it.
Yep. Is that what you're taking?
I mean, unless there's like anything that looks interesting, just like from a cursory glance, yeah, I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah, it's just like stuff like herbs like hanging or like in little pots, that sort of thing. That's all there is.
I'm not trying to bankrupt the town. I'm just seeing if they had anything fun.
Well, we'll have to see what you got.
Is Steve still talking when I like leave the?
Yeah, see, so Steve would still be talking. I mean, you only took 2 things, so it's not like you spent ages in there. Though he looks to like you hear his raised voice and you see the banner waving, so you figure that he's doing some dramatic speech to the crowd before he leaves.
Okay. I'll leave it. It's fine.
All right.
I'll. I was gonna head another place, but nah. I'll sneak out of the city, out of the hamlet, and head back to the
All right.
camp.
I would
You were gone.
I would have to wait for that food that they were going to organize. Thinking about it,
Yeah.
but, and while waiting, I'm just going to mention for the elder man to come over.
Yep.
You don't mind if I conduct a quick search of Margaret's house? She said something about books she had there, where she learned this the way of controlling the beast, and we're on our way north towards Wolfwatch. I can bring them to any witch hunters we see up there.
Sure. She lived right next door to good Jimmy.
Right. I suppose there's no key.
No. No key.
I'll find a way in. And
Hey.
I was gonna go look for those books she mentioned. I think she said they're. She said where they were when we were in the cabin. They're either under a loose floorboard or under her bed. It was one of those two.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see. All right. Casper, we'll snap to you. I was going to bring you back into it with Tull, but he seems to have disappeared.
He's back.
Oh, he's back. Is he?
And it's sorted out my camera angles, which is good.
Good to hear. All right. Tull, you come back to a camp that is being packed up with Casper directing people and getting people mounted up and all that sort of stuff. Casper, you arrive back. Who was left? Let me see. It was Cal, Bors, and who was it? And Josiah. They were left at the camp. So they were left. So you started directing them. Rachel was helping Jimmy. But yeah, the camp is in full swing, getting packed up when our good elf returns. And your horses aren't there.
Yes, I'm hoping. So, Stephen brings my horse. We can't have Grond left behind. Now, can we?
No, definitely not.
Of course
Yeah, the
not.
elf has just walked back into camp.
Ah, hello there, Nikium.
Got only a couple sets of clothes, unfortunately. Did find the silver. Also, and just gonna walk over to Jimmy Wolf. Gonna just hold up the axe for him.
He kind of grasp. He has to grasp it with both hands. His arms are quite weak at the moment. Oh, that'll come in handy if we're traveling. Don't want to be defenseless and a burden to you guys.
No, I'm sure
I'm
you'll be
sure
able
some
to.
of the others can teach you how to do it.
Yes,
Use it in battle.
I'm sure you have a select set of skills that may come in useful for us.
Um, he looks a bit confused. I mean, I chop down trees. I can get firewood for the group.
That helps. Keeps the camp moving. But for now, you rest till you're fully healed. We can't have you doing too much with that shoulder, how it is.
And yeah, I'm gonna set up the 2 sets of traveling clothes. It was like just
Yep.
like just 2. And yeah, I'll hand those over.
So he gets himself into those. Rachel helps him a little bit. And yeah, you guys get moving. Do you then travel back into town?
We're gonna kind of skirt around town, because Jimmy's dead, isn't he?
Jimmy is supposedly dead, yes.
So we can't have them seeing him. So we're just gonna start going on a slow pace, like leaving obvious tracks, heading towards Wolf's Watch.
Okay. Was this the plan to begin with, that you'd meet on the other side of the town, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I was gonna get
Okay.
the caravan of people moving,
Yep. Cool.
and then hopefully
So
Steve
Steve,
comes with horses.
yeah, so Steve needs to roll a investigation check in Margaret's home. Also, how do you get into the home? The door's locked. Do you break in? Do you just kick the door down? Oh, you're muted, mate.
Thanks. I did get permission from the Elderman, so yeah, we're just gonna have to. If I try the door, it is locked, right?
Is
Okay. Yeah. Is there any open windows that Tommy can fit through? No.
Tommy is like almost adult sized now. He's just young. He's not a child. You're not training up child soldiers, Bren.
Not?
You're not Cody
Um.
2012.
Oh no. I know that song. Um. No, yeah, I'll have to knock down the door. It's clearly in the way of progress.
Okay, you boot down the door. It's not a well made door. It's quite easy to kick in the lock.
Good.
Wrong. Did you roll investigation?
I'm doing that now.
Get it rolled.
Oh, 7.
Yeah, you start like looking through. You look through the drawers. There's a strange looking metallic object that you don't know what it would be used for, but yeah. No books. There's some lacy underwear in there. That Squire Tommy takes a little bit of too long a look at, and you probably have to snap at him to put it back. But yeah, you don't seem to find any books.
Okay.
And well, you find some books, but none on like lycanthropy or anything
Yeah.
like that.
And there's no like loose floorboards like she mentioned.
None that you can find.
Yeah. Well,
There's a lot of
that's-
floorboards.
yeah. Hmm. You know, there's times like these I really wish Nickham or Randall was around. They're much better at finding things.
Well, you could have asked them to do it, sir.
I didn't think of it till I was speaking to the elderman.
Oh. Hindsight's a killer, then, yes?
Yes, yes, it is. Well, he's just gonna look around. Well, no use hanging around here. And then,
Well,
hmm?
should we go pick up the horses and the food, then, sir?
Yes, I think it's about time we do. You don't reckon, Casper's left Grond in the stables, do you?
He left Grond alongside your horse, yes, so... yes,
Oh,
sir.
he's just saying that.
The stable hands took all our horses, sir.
No, I just thought he might have crossed through the village to grab Grond before he left, but
He was taking Jimmy, sir, so I don't think he would.
he'd probably be quite upset if we left Grond behind.
He probably would, sir. I'd fear his hammer into your face if that was the case.
Things like that. You're probably right. We'll grab Grond. It'll be a good time for you to test out your riding skills on a real battle horse.
Well, I thought I'd be riding my mule, sir.
Your mule can ride behind, but until we catch up with Casper, you can at least ride Grond.
I hope he doesn't mind, sir, he says in a nervous tone.
Oh, you know Casper. He's just a big what's the word?
Angry Canadian?
No, more like a big cuddly bear. You know, it's just he looks ferocious on the outside, but on the inside he's really a mean bastard.
Whatever you say, sir.
I'm sure he won't mind.
All right, you guys return to town. You pick up the horses and the mule and the food, and you start to make your way out of the town. The crowd is pretty much dispersed at this point. People are making their way, but the street is fairly full. I would like you to make me a perception check, please, Sir Steve.
If that witch hunter is in this town, I swear to God. Perception, you say?
Yes.
That
Okay.
tracks.
Let me see. Can our young Tommy be just... Well, Squire Tommy is he is a perceptive young man. You've taught him well, clearly, better than your. He has surpassed his master.
This is the skill I taught him.
It's this elevated position on Grond. He's used to being quite low down on the mule, but now he's on this large warhorse of Grond. He's higher up, and he's got this elevated, large, easy view over the people.
It's like having a Range Rover in traffic.
Pretty much, yeah. And he goes, Sir, we should get going. And he like points, and you see riding a horse that at first you have to like do a double take. A flaming horse. A figure in dark steel armor. Glowing, flaming eyes.
Yep.
Is riding through the town, and you watch as it essentially just like mows over one of the townsfolk, straight through them. No, doesn't falter, just goes straight in. Person just gets trampled. and you have essentially some moments to move.
Who the hell is this?
You feel the
Yeah.
you actually like at this point you feel actually a sting on your hand as you
Oh.
look down, and the symbol is now searing in almost pain.
Got a
Don't.
horse now.
Yep, it's got a horse now.
Oh, fuck you, Ben. Um, like, oh man, he just seen an innocent person get trampled. Oh.
Get to the caravan.
Yeah, he doesn't, he can't
Yeah, do
even
you
fight this
wanna-
thing.
I
want to
won't.
fight it in the middle of a town of innocent people, or
No, I'm. Yeah, he's just gonna like look at this thing as Tommy pointed out. He's gonna panic briefly, and then he's just gonna uh, start riding hard in the direction of the caravan, like along the road.
Stephen, between you and me, the hero of the Empire won't have a tantrum this time. Will actually help you fight this guy.
I
oh
wonder where
dear.
I'm gonna run into the hero then. He's probably in Wolf's Watch, right?
He's heading that way.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know Jimmy was the hero.
Jimmy's not here.
All right. Thankfully, like he was just coming into the town, so you've got a little bit of you've got a little bit of time. He's got to essentially ride through people to get to you. So you go full pelt, double dashing, I'm guessing, whatever. And
You got a suitable wall of meat between him and you.
well, I mean, the crowd is dispersing at this point, but he's on one side of the town, you're on the other.
They're not
So
just standing there and taking it.
no, they're not just standing in the way, just like deer in headlights sort of thing.
Take it, you slag.
The first person was like a deer in headlights, just turned round and just flattened. But yeah, you and Squire Tommy probably reluctantly ride full away from the town.
Very reluctantly.
You would catch up to the caravan. Casper and Nikim, you would see him riding full pelt towards you, like urgently. You would think, okay, you guys said that time was of the essence, but this is a bit unnerving. Not unnerving, yes.
I'll look at the others. Okay, keep riding, and I'll turn round and wait for, like, stand there ready, waiting for Sir Steve to approach.
As I get there, it's like, mount your horse quickly, Casper. We don't have time to sit around.
What's happening?
He's gonna hold up the arm with that mark on it. Is it like, you know, the way it was felt like it was burning? Does it look like it's on like fresher? Does it look like it's actually steaming or anything?
It's not steaming, but where it had just faded into the skin almost, it's now almost like not quite glowing, but it's like gone almost like an orangey sort of flame-like color.
I'm afraid our the demonic friend has caught up with us.
Excellent. Randall's in no fit state to fight. He's borderline unconscious, so just chucked him over one of the horses. You look like a pile of shit. Nickum, you and I, we shall ride at the back. Okay, Stephen, you get up front, we'll watch the back.
Right. He's gonna contemplate that, and like he is pretty injured, so he's like, right. I'll ride up.
You have had a short rest, Brandon.
It's
So
just,
Stephen
Ah.
has had a short rest.
Well, that's good. I have action search back. That's nice.
And your second win. Don't
And
forget that.
second, oh, that's important. That's very important.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. While you were sitting around while they were recruiting the werewolf, you would have had enough time for a short rest. And Rachel would have made you a poultice, so you would also get.
It's just
Not enough.
Is is he? Can we see the old guy charging after him?
Like so, they had a bit of a head start, so yeah, you can see it riding through the town. Like the horse, if you remember, like Nightmare from
Yeah.
Skyrim, yeah, pretty much like that.
We don't have time to get away. Not everyone's
Uh,
mounted. We need to make a stand. I look round to like who's like fit and able to fight, and like, I mean, Randall's out. I mean, we've got what? Cal, Jimmy Three Fingers, Keith, Boars, Andre, J-Ron, and Josiah, and then us three, don't we?
yeah,
and
no,
oh, we
Okay,
can't even outrun it. Doesn't need to sleep. It will just eventually catch us when we rest.
we need to fight it. I'll look around. Rachel, you keep everyone moving. You keep the injured moving. Everyone else who's fit, able, can hold a weapon, come to me.
okay.
I I don't want to risk lives here like this, Casper.
Or either one of us makes a sacrifice and everyone runs away, or we all stay down and fight and have a chance of actually winning.
Well, we beat this thing before. It's possible. Then again, fourth, and Gunyan's men died.
Okay. He's coming directly for you, correct?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Attack it from the back while it keeps coming for me.
You stay here behind our line. I'm going to ride out to the side and I'll try and ambush it on the side as he approaches.
Right.
I'll take Grond and ride off to the side.
Okay,
We're gonna
so
die.
Actually, can I, Nickum, come with me. Can you handle Grond? I wanna get Nickum on Grond with me.
I mean, Nickim's got his own horse.
Yeah, I've got Sundown.
Okay. No, it's fine. You stay with the line. I'll ride off down south, kind of down here, off to the side.
Can you guys control any of these other tokens?
Yes.
Just let me know. Yeah,
Yes.
good, because that was what I was aiming for.
Where's Nickum?
Where am
Nikim needs to
There
drag
I am.
himself on.
Found it.
There you go. Yeah, good.
So I'll ride down to the south, and as he kind of charges in, Ben, I want to charge and try and hit him on the side and like tackle him almost off the horse.
Okay. And is Nikim riding with you?
Up to you, Nickum.
I can cover the back, and I have a bow to support.
Oh yeah, you go
Um,
behind then. You just be, or go off to the side and you be. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. We gotta do it.
I'll ride on the side here.
I would like to use my background ability.
What is your background ability?
Yeah,
Ships.
it allows me to secure free passage on.
Damn it! That's the only ability that was going to stop this guy.
Oh, this is tense. Yeah, Ben. Yeah, I want to kind of time it so as he's like about to hit into Sir Stephen and take his head off, I guess I'm gonna charge and jump off my horse and tackle him to the ground.
So Steve isn't just waiting like still for this guy.
No,
He's gonna keep
you're gonna be
riding.
braced. Oh, you're what? You're on a horse.
Yeah. So well, he's a cavalry, but he is on his horse.
Okay.
How are you arraying your people? Is the question. You have control over them, so you can move them as you wish.
Okay, so Steve, if you try and joust him, this will be the plan we come up with. So Steve will try and take him head on.
Yeah, again, no.
Okay, fine. You could stand there mobile on your horse then and lose every advantage your horse has.
He wasn't gonna stand there either.
What was you gonna
So
do?
Steve is gonna continue riding away,
What?
keeping some distance between it, and then as soon as you engage it, then he can turn around.
Oh, okay.
Because his whole thing was attack it from behind. So as it continues chasing him and not catching him, you can continue attacking it from the side,
Okay.
from behind it.
So Steve bravely runs away,
Yeah.
and yeah, I guess I'm going to try and tackle it as he's chasing Sir Steve, and then the others are going to mob hand themselves on.
Brave
Yeah.
Sir Robin.
It took what 8 of us to kill it last time,
About that,
6,
yeah.
and we had corn.
But
You did have.
now we have Hero of Empire.
Okay. So yeah, how do you want your people arranged? You can array them in whatever way you wish.
Well, let's as it's mounted, let's form them into a square. Although we can't control these ones, Ben. Oh, Beta, even sorry.
Oh, you should be able to. Oh, there we go. All players. Hal's done. Andre is. Keith. Good old Keith. Some of you may die.
We appreciate your noble sacrifice. Whoa!
I hate this demon.
I just watched a snail throw another snail to its death. I don't think he's dead, but he just fell from the top of the tank to the bottom. And everyone just like suplexed him from the top of the glass.
Who is doing all this distance?
Tolnock is doing this wizardry.
What? Oh, I'm doing nothing.
I hope the villagers come out and watch us all die.
So Boars, Keith, and Cal are not mounted at this point. Neither is Andre.
Is it only Josiah? Not Josiah, sorry, J-Ron.
J. Ron and Steve, Nick, him, and you are the only people that are mounted, really.
Yeah, that's okay. They can pile on once the guy's on the ground.
Yeah.
So Steve, you were riding away, weren't you?
Yeah.
He's just gonna like keep this thing chasing him, so then they can all like attack him, and then if they manage to knock him off the horse, he's gonna come back.
So he's kind of running, so the guy continues on a path like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these
where
guys
do you
are
want
all like to the side.
Where do you want Tommy, Sir Steve?
Not fucking anywhere near that. I'll tell you that much.
You put your squire in the firing line.
Tommy can be with me.
Put him in the shield wall.
This is your fault.
Tommy is going to be with me, and he's going to fly the banner in the background.
Bravely running away.
Yeah. Because I don't want him anywhere near the fight. I can't control Tommy's token, but Tommy's just going to be next to me.
Well, I've decided I don't want to be anywhere near the fight. Fuck you.
It was alright then.
Okay, you now have control of Tommy.
I was gonna have like Tommy flying the banner in the background. He's not ready for a fight like this.
I don't think many of you are. Okay, is that how you want your people to raid?
Yes.
No. We do not want someone in that horse's way. Don't even start.
The horse
Like
isn't.
he's gonna.
The horse isn't just gonna run down a nice 5-foot gap.
It ran over people.
Yes, I know, but the horse isn't gonna go in like a straight, perfect 5-foot gap. He's gonna clip them either way. They want to be nice and bunched together.
Don't know about that.
Do you not know
Right,
how
you
Well, he's
don't
anti-cavalry?
have long.
So
You
Steve is
don't
gonna
have
call.
long.
Yeah, so Steve's gonna tell everyone not to get in the horse's way, but if you want to shout other orders, he's not gonna stop you.
Casper's off to the side, so no one can hear anymore. He's just muttering to himself, going, "Oh, my name is Sir Steve. I never learned anti-cavalry tactics as an infantryman." Meow, meow, meow.
Okay, so again, J-Rod is mounted.
Ah, look.
Yeah.
Or add a little symbol there. He is mounted.
Do any of those guys have spears?
No, they do not.
Of course not.
They just need to be
Andre
bunched.
has 2 shields. Balls has an axe and a shield. Cal has a sword and a shield. Keith has a big old great axe.
Keith is an executioner.
He is. And J-Ron has a spear, but he's mounted.
Yeah.
Yeah. J-Ron can do a nice cavalry. J-Ron can be the safety net if I fail.
Okay. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to make a final decision on where you want those people.
Dead.
Because the thing is, we know that this guy will attack everyone in his direct path. Like, he will just cut down everyone that he comes in contact with that is in front of him.
Okay. So let's have them. So if you're running on your straight line.
Yeah.
There you go. Straight line. We'll have them massed just off the line there in anticipation for me to tackle or stop the guy there, get him to the floor.
And then they all just...
They can mob.
Yeah.
And you can turn tail and come help or abandon us.
A decision will be made.
I just want everyone to know before Casper dies, Casper is actually a Knight of the Emerald Order, but a lot of people seem to forget that.
He is actually Sir Casper.
Sir Casper, but he doesn't rub it in people's faces. He's a humble Cascadian man. Possibly the most humble member of our group.
Most humble people don't mention how humble they are.
You've not met many humble people.
Apparently not.
Right, let's do it.
Okay. Tell you what, before we begin, let's roll some initiatives.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
What's this battle going to be called? I forgot what this town's even called.
The Battle of
village.
Wood Lodge.
Wood Lodge. Crap name for a town or village.
That's terrible. You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh.
What did you say?
You'll have to watch it back after the session.
Is everyone on there? Bors is the mercenaries, and Jayron is the cousins. Okay. Casper, he is riding through. You're up first. Which makes sense, because that is the plan. And Ollie has lost audio, has he?
I think the
Yes.
wire came undone from his headset.
Ah.
Hello, sorry, my headphones died. I've missed all that.
You're up first, Ollie.
Oh, as he moves, is that him moving into range?
Yes, he is riding down onwards towards Sir Steve.
Casper goes into a full gallop, and as he's riding, slaps himself on the helmet a few times to go into a rage. And as he gets in line, almost aiming Grond at the horse, as Grond is a very large horse standing at about 18 hands. Casper dives trying to tackle the knight off his horse.
Okay, roll me an athletics check. I'll tell you what. I like this. I'll give you inspiration for this, so you can add a D8 to it
Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus!
if you want.
I'm raging, so that's an 18. I'm gonna use my inspiration for a 25. Oh my God! He can beat it still. Yes!
No, he's taken unawares as you just come careening into him, just wipe him off that horse, and you both take a tumble. However, that is your action done.
Yeah, that's me.
All right, you both hit the deck. You both roll. Um, you both take um 4 bludgeoning damage as you hit the deck. It's a bit of a fall, isn't it?
Yeah,
From
no,
what it
I'm not arguing with any of
Um,
that.
So yeah, 4 bludgeoning damage as you hit the deck and roll into it. And Bors, the dwarven veteran, is up first, and he comes running in, and he's going to make a swing with his axe. Oh, there we go. Good old Bors hit him with a 26 for 7 slashing. Cool. And it's now the beast's turn.
Oh no.
He's going to stand up. He doesn't even make a sound as you hit him and took him off the horse.
He doesn't even go,
Um,
"Ugh."
no, there's no grunt. It just like full on like Terminator style, just stands up,
Oh,
looks at you, and these piercing red eyes, almost like burning into your soul. I would like you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Casper's wisdom.
And that is going to be made by everyone with it. Yeah, pretty much everyone except from Sir Steve, please.
Oh God.
I should save that inspiration, maybe. I'm just gonna run away, I guess.
Let's roll for everyone here.
Oh, good God. Wait, was Keith and Cal not meant to go on Boris's turn as well?
They were, but this is I did forget that, so they will go. I'll get them in there. I'll roll their attacks before they fail their saves.
I was like, we might need as much help here as we can. Based on those wisdom saves.
I was just gonna go tackle him to the ground and run away. That's my job done, guys. It's all up to you.
Ben.
Oh,
I don't.
Oh, go Keith.
Keith!
Hell yeah.
Keith's a
Yeah.
maniac. I've seen him kill small animals.
Ben.
I mean, he's executed people before, so
I'm not sure if this would help, but when the banner of Dalmathena is unfurled and held aloft, as Squire Tommy is always trained to do,
yeah.
It does give advantage on fear checks to all allies that can see it.
Oh,
Okay, so that might benefit pretty much everyone apart from Cal and Keith.
Yeah.
I got
So
no
I
idea.
roll again.
There's no amount of advantage there that's going to help them. So you actually see like these wounds, especially like Keith's, as he comes in like full great axe swing to this. As it's just standing up, it just takes this axe in the side. As he rips it out, you actually see as not just like the strange looking flesh underneath, but the armor itself begins to sort of knit back together.
Oh, you bastard.
I know these old tricks, Ben.
Do you?
This isn't my first rodeo.
It's
Why
mine.
I'm 60 feet in the other direction.
He is running away.
Straight to Wolfswatch.
And it's going to now make some attacks. It's going to make 3 greatsword attacks at those around it. So it makes 1 swinging just like almost downwards at you, Casper. You are prone, so it will be an advantage.
Yeah. Can't argue with that one.
So that is a 28 to hit.
Yeah, that might hit.
You take that much slashing damage, 12 slashing,
Oh, yeah.
plus 10 fire damage as the burning greatsword swings down.
Jesus. Luckily, I half that 12 because I'm raging. But yeah,
Yep.
still 16 damage.
Yeah, and now he's going to swing at the other boys.
Why did we choose to fight this guy?
Oh no,
Balls.
This is your idea.
you
23.
said not to.
I was being realistic. He was going to catch us while we slept. We should just exiled Stephen. Sent him off into the wilderness. We've got Jimmy now. Jimmy the werewolf. The most noble of all creatures.
I personally blame
does.
Randall.
Yeah. Randall shouldn't have eaten those berries.
Oh, damn.
Which one of our friends are dead?
It's not looking good for Keith. And it, and it's not going to be looking good for Balls either.
Oh, we all really like Balls.
Balls is a little bit sturdier than Keith. He's a bit more of a veteran. Just going to get their hit points on there.
Oh my god.
There you go. You can see how blooded your group is.
I seen Andre's help there for a second before he fixed it. I was like, oh fuck.
He's just on a constant state of being wounded. Okay. That's his turn. So Steve.
I look back.
You are riding away. You've seen this thing get taken down by Casper. You've seen your party members quiver in fear, like they've struck it as it's, and then it's just got up as if nothing happened.
Ooh, I'm quivering.
Swung. It's dug deep into Keith, dug deep into Boars. Even Casper's looking hurt.
Did anything happen from the wisdom saves, or was anything evident that happened? Or we don't know till
Some people there are quivering in fear, shall we say.
Yeah.
Toll, you can roll your. Oh wait, you already did roll a second time. That's good.
Yeah, 12.
I'm gonna tell Squire Tobby to stay back a bit. I don't want him getting killed. I'm gonna tell him to stay back. I'm gonna be like right, Tommy, stay back and protect Rachel. Stay within sight and keep flying that banner. And then I'm gonna wheel around and regretfully ride towards this fucking creature. I make to
Okay.
it. I get to it in a turn.
On you're mounted, yeah. You can get to it in a turn.
I'm gonna try and wheel around my horse and kind of like ride for this direction, so then
Yeah.
I'm not riding into Cal.
Yeah,
Okay.
you wouldn't be able to get any benefits of like a charge attack on your like
No.
combat lance or anything, but
Yeah.
unless you wanted to mow down Cal and as well.
Tempting, but no. Yeah, I'm gonna ride in. Sadly, I'm probably gonna die here.
Welcome to the club.
I'm gonna bonus action second wind then.
Straight out of the bat.
Straight out the well, it can't even get me to full, Ben. I may as well. God.
Did you take the extra poultice healing, by the way?
Did, yes.
It was an extra 8, 5 plus 3. Yep.
D10 plus 9. I don't think I can get quite as lucky as I did last time, but we'll see.
Not bad, not bad.
It's not bad actually. It's pretty good.
Every little helps.
Yeah. Puts me up to. Okay, I can survive at least a hit. Unless it crits. And then this may surprise you, Ben.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have my combat. Actually, there's no point using the combat lance here, is there? No. I'm just gonna have like the bastard sword in hand as I like ride in to attack this thing. There's no point using the lance. And I'm going to attack this thing from my mounted position, which gives me advantage, Ben. Because of my mounted combat thing for Cavalier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mounted combat, I have advantage on melee attack rolls against unmounted creatures.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm gonna need it. First attack.
Oh.
22.
Oh, with the flash magician.
That does hit, yes.
11 slashing damage as he rides in.
Godspeed.
It's not gonna do anything, but he's gonna mark the creature as well as he attacks it, so it now has disadvantage on attacking anyone else except him.
Doing God's work.
Yeah. He's gonna hit it a second time.
Yeah.
20.
Just hits.
What's going on with this thing?
10 slashing damage.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what? I don't think there's any point in me holding back action surge for another time. I'm just gonna use it now. I'm gonna do the exact same thing and attack it 2 more times as I strike down rapidly. A 21, and I'm just gonna roll the other one to see if it hits, and another 21 to hit.
They both hit.
Why am I not rolling crits? Why am I not rolling crits?
Why am I not rolling crits?
Another 19 slashing damage as he strikes down 2 more times. If it helps, I have now lowered his speed by 10 feet, Ben.
Oh, we can all get away
Okay.
now.
Yeah, you can all just run away now. That's fine.
We can do a light jog.
And that is sadly my turn.
Okay. All right. At the end of your turn, we have J-Ron and Andre. Let me just check their wisdom saves. Andre actually just stands completely. He doesn't move forwards. He just essentially puts his shields in front of him and just cowers there. J-Ron, however, he's ballsy. He doesn't care. Man, let's kill this fool. And he charges in on his camel. However, he can't quite get round to get a good pierce, but is getting in there. At the end of his turn, I would like a dexterity saving throw, please. Pretty much from Bors, Keith, Cal, Sir Steve, and Casper, and probably your horse as well, Sir Steve.
Oh yeah, that horse. Yeah, of course. Dexterity save, you say?
Yes, a dexterity save.
I do get a +2 to this from my shield, which is not helpful because that's a 2. I hope a 2 passes.
That's
Uh,
solid 2.
and the horse.
Yeah.
Oh,
Plus-
I have.
not
Oh no,
one.
I'm only level 1 actually in barbarian, so I don't get anything.
Okay, so
Horse has to make a save. I can't remember what it is, but I'll just roll a d20.
This has not gone too well. This fight.
Horse. Stats 5e. Give me a quick second. I have a strange feeling that horse failed. That is a solid 14 for the horse.
You've not lost another horse, have you?
I fucking hope not. I really hope not.
so looks like everyone except for Bors takes full damage here.
Oh god.
Which is only 15.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, that's fine.
15 slashing
Brilliant.
as he just whirls his great sword around.
The horse will take half of that because of my mounted combatant. I kind of put my shield in the way.
Of course.
Yeah. The horse lives this time. 15, did you say, slashing?
Yes, 15 slashing.
Lower that by 3, and then... Okay.
Don't worry, I got this. I've had enough of this guy.
You're pissing yourself right now.
I am, yeah.
And tell you what, is there a symbol for it? There we go, that'll do. I'm gonna put a little symbol on everyone that failed their check.
Oh, don't rub it in. Oh god. Can I just play the blind rage card?
No, but you will have advantage on your saving throw at the end of your turn.
At the end. Oh.
I'm pretty sure, like, you don't have to. Do you have to move away for fear? I can't remember.
I think you just can't
No.
move closer.
Yeah, you can't move closer. Yeah.
And you have disadvantage on your attacks.
Yeah.
Ready checks.
Okay, Nikim, you are quaking in your boots. This thing is not something like, I mean, you've obviously seen the creature before, but you've never fought it. You've never seen it take this much bit of a beating and just stand there, emotionless, unaffected.
Okay.
Just run.
I can't get sneak. Like, with the
Um,
disadvantage, I can't.
You could use bonus action aim to give yourself advantage.
No, that would just cancel out the disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it
No,
wouldn't
but
give me.
that would make it normal, which would mean he still has an ally within range, so it still gets sneak.
True.
That's true.
Yeah.
Huh.
I play a rogue in a campaign.
Brandon knowing the rules.
Bonus action aim. Okay. Wait,
Always good
is
when
aim
someone
the one where I
knows.
can't move, right?
Yes.
Wait, yeah. So aim's the one I can't move. Got it.
Which you can't move close.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on moving anyway because like, just
Apart from
pulling up my
away.
bow. Yeah, pulling up my bow. And
Yeah, I forget you have a
taking a
bow.
shot.
Such a stereotypical
No.
elf.
Bows and daggers. Bows and daggers. Yeah, so I'm just gonna fire off an arrow and hope I hit.
Oh god.
Here we go.
Whoa. What?
And if it had hit, that would have been absolutely sweet. But a 9 does not hit, I'm afraid. So surprisingly enough, it just you like it just pings off the armor, and you're probably even more scared now. But roll me a wisdom save to see whether it holds.
You have advantage on your wisdom save.
Okay,
You do.
That's much needed.
Three,
+2.
3 6s on your sneak attack.
That's ridiculous.
Pain.
Oh,
Okay,
thank the
really?
Lord. Oh,
Okay.
You are no
Ruana.
longer.
Ruana is looking after us.
After you manage to make yourself actually fire an arrow at the thing, you're like, okay, I can do this. I can fight this thing. Manage to psych yourself up enough. Casper, top of the round, you are shitting yourself.
I'm shitting myself and I'm hurt bad. So
Yeah.
I'd like to get on my feet, please.
You can get on your feet, yeah.
I would
forgot
like-
you were just lost.
I'd like to do a second wind as my bonus action.
Smart move.
And I'm shitting myself. So I don't even go for my weapons because I'm a nutter. I'm in a rage. I'm just going to try and punch the thing twice with my. I got double 2 attacks. So I guess.
Flailing wildly.
Yeah, I'm just gonna windmill at the fool at disadvantage twice, I guess. I don't think a 17 hits, does it?
No, your first one just like you clang off his helmet.
Ooh.
Your second one again just clangs off. But roll me a wisdom save at advantage.
Frick. 12?
You're still quaking in your boots. I'm
Oh
afraid,
my god! I just tackled him to the ground! I should be concussed! I shouldn't care about anything!
To be fair, I'm feeling generous. Because you are mainly because I planned this with Randall in mind being here as well.
Our
Yeah.
damage healer.
I love our extremely deadly world we live in.
You are no longer feared.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, Ruana
I
looks
mean,
after us.
you needed that 4. You needed that 4. If that was a 3, you wouldn't have made it.
Ruana is looking up. Don't worry, guys. Next round, it's all gonna change.
Ruana has blessed you. On this bit, Keith just turns and books it.
Oh no.
And Cal, he kind of like just stands there shaking. He's just not attacking, not moving. However, as Keith starts to run away, the creature just holds out his hand, and let's see.
On Keith.
Ah, you see Keith like get dragged back a pace, but he manages to almost like reach out and hold on to Andre's shield, and he manages to hold his ground. He does not quite get away. Bors, however, is unfeared, and he is going to make an attack and misses. And let's roll some wisdom saves for these boys. Keith, after resisting being dragged back, is fine now, and sadly, Cal is not. He's still shitting himself. Creature's
Right
turn.
next door.
Bye, guys. It's nice knowing you all.
It is going to roll 3 attacks, and its first one is going to be where it finished off last time, which was at Boars. And that was a 17, which actually misses Boars. It raises his shield and blocks that strike, so it uses that momentum to bring it round onto Cal, as is swinging through up towards Stephen. He rolls a 28 on Cal and 15 damage. Cal is not looking good and shitting himself even more. And then on to Sir Steve for a 17.
I'm going to use warding maneuver to roll a d8 to add to my AC to try and block that. Which my AC is 17, so no matter what I roll on this, it's gonna block it.
Okay.
I'll just roll the dice anyway. 23 AC, 22 AC. So there we go.
Yep, that's fine.
That was close.
And so Steve, it's your turn.
Now I actually get to do something I haven't gotten to do the entire campaign. And when I played Racco, another Cavalier I've played, also never got to use this ability. So this is going to be cool.
Racco was a kobold.
I know, but he was the same class.
Sir Steve is also a kobold.
He'd have been dead ages ago.
No, he would have. I'm gonna use my action to attack. I still have advantage because the creature is still unmounted and I'm still mounted, like a cool dude. 29 to hit.
No, that missed.
Oh fuck! Theoretically, it'd be 10 damage though if it did hit.
Nice.
Second attack. 26. Yep. Another 11.
Oh.
Crashing down with the sword again and again. And then the bonus action.
Yes.
I can actually, because he hit someone other than me. Oh, he had disadvantage on those attacks against the others. Actually, that's an important detail. Because he had Sir Steve had marked him.
Well, just roll it over. It's too complicated to go into it now.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
because he hit someone. Yeah, I will. Because he hit someone other than me, I get to make an extra attack against him.
Aha!
Go on then.
And it does extra damage.
I bet you weren't ready for this, Mr. DM.
If it hits, the attack's weapon damage deals extra damage to the target equal to half my fighter level, so it'll do an extra 4 damage if it hits.
It does.
Plus 4, 17 slashing damage.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, so you do, its wounds are like knitting back together, like it's strange, like it's got metal plate that almost appears to be growing organically back together. But you do appear to be doing more damage to it than it is able to regenerate each turn. So you do feel like you are making a positive dent into this creature right now. Well done. Most of that is coming from Sir Steve, I believe. So,
I did 4 damage to it.
J. Ron is going to come in and try and pierce with his long spear, but the bit that it just takes it in the shoulder and just shrugs it off. It glances off. Andre is going to make his wisdom save. He makes it,
Nice.
yeah, 20.
Yeah,
He is no longer feared,
he is brave.
and he is now brave. He wasn't before. So I think Cal is the only one that is still. Oh no, and Casper. Sorry. Oh no, yeah, just Cal. Cal is the only one that is still feared. And at the end of their turn, again, I would like another dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh no.
You guys are surrounding him. He's whirling his freaking massive greatsword around.
Tell him to stop. Just stop. I'm gonna deal with this on my turn.
That
Can you
shouldn't be an
please not?
advantage. That's only 5.
Okay.
That's a fail like fucking can.
And for your horse as well, please.
I'm fucking dead. My horse is gonna die again. I'm very sad, but roll 1d20. Oh, 16. Maybe that's a pass.
Oh, maybe
16
it
doesn't.
is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's dead.
So half of 18 for those who pass. So that's Casper, Cal, Horse, and J-Ron.
Brilliant.
Or the horse takes half because of my feet, so it takes 9.
The horse passed. Rolled a 16.
Oh, it passed. I thought you said it failed. In that case, it takes no damage.
Oh. Oh, hang on. I should have been halving this damage.
You could have been.
Oh, what a fool I
I
am.
know. Boars is not looking good.
Is question. You know those Grit
Yeah.
and Glory rules
Should be
we run
7.
by with the whole if you
And
take more
4.
damage than your Constitution modifier?
Yep.
And that's if you take more than your Constitution, not the same, right?
It's more than, yes, I believe.
Ooh, that's close. That's close. Ooh, that was close. Okay.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Nick
Let
him.
me just.
Well, I'm not feared anymore, which means my advantage isn't negated because I'm just going to aim again.
Stay put. Aim.
Yep. I've seen what happens when you get close. Even with evasion, I'm still not risking it.
Yeah, you're seeing your guys just get like this in front of you. It's not looking good.
I'm just chilling behind Steve. I'm like, I'll just shoot around you.
Hey, Steve, are you still on your feet?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Cow is on 1 hit point. Gee.
I'm just looking bloodied now, just beyond bloodied. Because
25?
25 does hit. Yeah, you managed to like find a gap in like one of the wounds that has like cracks that's been made. It goes straight through there. Roll damage.
21.
Quick maths.
It's a net. That's the one on the
Cool. Anything else on your turn?
just because
Just cause.
I'm gonna I want to insightful fighting it. So could I get a deception? from them?
Sure. Is this a bonus action?
Yep.
Haven't you used your bonus action to aim?
Ah, shit.
This guy,
Never mind.
this guy knows
Damn
his
it.
stuff.
It's because
Yeah.
Brandon reminded me earlier that I've got to remember shit. So
I just wanted to
I
prep the
don't.
insightful fighting if I could, so that when everyone dies, I could still at least get sneak. Yep,
Okay.
and that's me.
That's you, Casper. You are no longer shitting yourself, though there may have been a little bit of poo come out before. You are now brave.
I've got brown underpants, so this is of no concern to Casper Circle. I am
Escape.
gonna try deck him.
You still punching?
Yeah, I get 2 attacks.
Hey, the second big meaty hands hits.
Excellent. So that's 8 damage, 8 bludgeoning damage from a big
Oh.
meaty hands.
Big numbers. Big numbers.
And I'd like to use my bonus action from that to try and
Yeah.
grapple him, as I'm a tavern brawler. I'm a bit of a rough. And I
Okay.
want to try and grapple his sword so he can't do his big swing. Like, grab his arm.
All right. Roll me your athletics check.
It's,
Or can you do it automatically?
no, I think it's a normal, like, grappling check.
Okay.
It's, so I am,
15 to beat.
I am Rajin. 12, jeez.
Yeah, sadly, you get a solid punch in, rattle in the helmet, though he doesn't look affected at all. You try and grab the sword, but you just can't get a good grip on it. He just wrenches it out of your hands.
You know what? Fuck him. I'm gonna action surge and use my free action to pull my broadsword out, which is sharpened. Don't forget.
I can't forget that.
And I'll try. That shouldn't be a plus. Oh, it was a +1 to hit with the sharpen,
Yep,
wasn't it?
it was. Yeah, yep,
Yeah. Try
that does hit.
and a
First
20.
hit.
Oh no, it's not advantage. Sorry, it's 17. That second one. First one
Yep.
hits. So that is just 8 slashing.
8 slashing. It does look like it's getting somewhat slower and weaker, but it still looks somewhat strong.
Yeah.
Bors is going to strike.
Oh,
Yes, Bors.
boss.
Get in there.
Bors. If Bors is the man who saves us here, I think.
If
Boris
Bors
is
live.
Boris and Cal are about to die.
Man, I'm gonna be so upset if Balls dies.
I will have to give him a proper funeral, but we don't have time.
Cal needs to roll his wisdom save.
We're just gonna have to chuck him in the trash.
Cal literally almost falls back onto his butt in trying to avoid a swing, but he just can't move out the way. Keith. Oh yeah, Keith was no longer feared, so he's gonna run in.
Keith.
And he's gonna swing his big old great axe for a 19. Oh, sadly, does not make it. And after Keith swings at him,
They do have disadvantage. He has disadvantage, Ben.
he's telling me this time.
Um,
There you go. You help Keith, but do you
That
help
one.
yourself?
He doesn't have disadvantage on me, sadly.
Ruana helps those who help themselves.
26.
You can dodge
And
that.
you take 22 total damage.
Ben, I'm gonna add my warding maneuver, my last warding maneuver to this. Where's the key? I've only got one of those left. Slash
What does that
roll
do?
one. Lets me roll that 1d8.
So add to your AC.
Yeah. It won't actually let me block it, but I take half damage when I do that. and that's still not great. I'm looking very bad now. I'm still standing. I'm still up. 22 math. Yeah. Is that also on me?
No. As he swings on you, slices through you, he cleaves straight through Cal.
Wait, he still has disadvantage on Cal. It might miss.
Let me see what Cal's AC is. Oh, just about.
Oh, it's 5.
Oh, wait. Got this. Cool. Your turn, Sir Steve.
So Steve is looking like if another one of those hits comes towards him, he's actually going to just die.
This campaign's gonna be over quick.
But he's going to stand his ground here. He's not one to back down from a challenge. Stupidly. And he's going to continue swinging his attacks. So first one,
Misses.
second one,
Hit.
okay. 12 slashing damage as he brings down the blade, and I'm going to use another one of my bonus action on. Actually, wait, hold on. Yeah, bonus action, swing my blade down at it again. For a 26. 9 plus 4, so 13 slashing damage as he swings down a second, or third time, I should say.
Okay.
That's. Should I ride away and just, you know? No. He stays here.
Jairon again is going to try to lean in, but does not manage it. At the end of Jairon's turn, instead of swinging round, he is going to swing straight for Sir Steve.
Pants. He's a werewolf anyway, so we can't feel too bad.
Oh, for a
Oh,
15.
I'll miss.
that was close. Squeaky bum time.
If I didn't have my shield in my hand, I would have hit.
Nick.
Okay. Sure. The I just need to pray for a crit. Another aim. Just firing another arrow. Please. Fuck.
It just hit it. It embeds itself in the breastplate, but it doesn't go any further. It's just sticking out. Really.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, could I do a thing, but it's fine. Because the Dome Athena lets me give an ally a 1d6 to a roll as a reaction, and I can't use action to block damage anymore, so I may as well. Can I add a 1d6?
No, didn't you used your warding maneuver, didn't you?
Yeah, but it's been my turn just a second ago.
Yeah,
so my reaction.
It's not the end of the round.
Oh, I thought it came back on your turn. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you get one reaction a round, don't you?
Yeah.
That's how I read it, but someone can correct me.
Down in the comment.
Yeah. Well, when we look it up at the end. I mean, Mac's in the comments. He can look it up. Is that all, Tol?
He's advising me to run.
Yeah, there's not much else. There's not much else I can do, unfortunately.
Okay. Casper.
Oh, oh,
It is looking weak,
someone's.
so you might have to finish it.
Alright, I'm gonna give him a couple of right jabs, because
You know you've got your sword out, right?
I got a free action. I'll put that back on my hip. First one hits, doesn't it?
It does hit, yeah.
It's for
You do know you're not a monk, right?
six damage. And then, Ben, I'm getting him. I'm putting him down. I'm trying to get him in a bear hug. I'm trying to stop him attacking.
Okay.
That's because Tavern Brawler lets me as a bonus action hug him.
So you're contested athletics
Yes,
or
please.
just
Athletics. 27, mate. 27.
so unless he crits,
Well,
no.
get in my big arms.
You managed to get him in freaking headlock.
And I got my second.
Locked his arm.
I got my second attack. So I'm just gonna try to punch him in the head while I've got him locked up. I've got him kind of in like a full Nelson almost, and I'm like trying to.
Okay.
I might have Casper study Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I'll start fights on my back and crawl to get towards them. So this will be a little dirty jab in the side of the head. Yeah, I'm kind of wrestling him. I can't really get a good purchase on the fight.
Okay, yeah. It's a hard angle. You can't get a good punch. You're hitting him, but there's no power behind it.
No, I'm kind of standing here, and I'm yelling, "Finish him!"
Oh man, I kind of want Boars to do it. Cal is still shooting himself. Keith is gonna swing his great axe.
Yes, Keith. Just watch out for me, mate.
Yeah, it's difficult, which is what Boars is now gonna have to watch out for. But Boars rolls a 22. Oh,
Did he do it? Did he do it?
oh,
It's okay.
not quite.
It's okay. I've got him. I've got him. I'm holding him. I'm holding him up.
I think he ought to go to balls.
Maybe when he kills me, he'll go away.
When the light has left this world.
He is going to swing at disadvantage towards Sir Steve for a 14.
14 will miss.
Yes.
An 11.
That will miss.
Oh,
And a 15.
That will miss.
Stephen, you owe me 10 million gold pieces.
However,
Uh,
he is going to take a monster action, and he is going to attempt to get out of your grapple. Is there? I'm guessing it's just going to be a contested.
Yeah, I think it's just a contested.
Cool.
Oh my god.
25.
Oh!
Ben, I'd
He
like to
missed.
give him that D6.
Okay.
Yes.
Top of the round.
Can that be on an action or skill check, or is it only attacks?
It says any allied check, is what
Okay,
you told
cool.
me.
Cool.
Any allied roll. That's it.
So I've got
Yeah,
to
that's
get
cool.
I've got to get 2 or above. Oh, you
Yes.
rolled it. Oh, excellent.
He almost he shifts you off.
I can't hold him.
Like he shifts you off, but then you just change your grip and get it back again. So like he breaks it, but you just get back.
Ah, yes.
And you've got him locked up again.
You just get a glimpse of the banner of Dalmathea being flown by Tommy in the background. And you're filled with this inspiration.
I put him into the Indian deathlock.
Okay.
Never thought about that image that in all of our battles is just Tommy in the background, like
Sail away, sail away, sail away.
Steve, though, I would like you to make me a strength saving throw, please.
I don't think I'd like to do that, Ben.
Steve.
But I'll try. That shouldn't be an advantage at 15.
You feel yourself essentially just torn from your saddle as he just reaches out his arm and your neck just goes straight into his hand. As a scorpion sort of get over here moment.
Who's grappling who?
There's 3 grapples going on. And he looks you dead in the eyes, and you will take 11 fire damage.
Now, you won't believe this, Ben. But if I minus 11 HP away, I can't resist the fire damage at all. I'm just up by a tad, but I'm still standing, Ben. Not much.
Okay.
These are single digits, Ben. As his mind is like, breathed in fire. He's just like screaming in pain, but he's still up.
Yeah, okay, so he is grappled by Casper. You are now grappled by him. So you are swinging at disadvantage at him.
Yeah.
But it's okay because he's also swinging at disadvantage at everyone else.
That is good. It's
Or
true.
you can choose to escape the grapple. Your choice. No?
It's not worth my time to escape the grapple. Actually, it might be.
It might be because he might be able to auto damage you. You never know.
Yeah, that does sound like a problem.
Ooh.
However, fuck this man. I'm gonna attack him anyway. I'm just gonna swing for him at the other side of him that Casper's not currently holding. And try my best to hit him.
You've got to work the stomach. That's kind of the exposed bit.
So disadvantage.
Yeah. And you do.
That tracks. Second attack.
Hey!
22.
Now.
Hmm.
I'm going to roll something for you, Nat 1.
Oh no.
Oh, what?
As you try and swing the first time, your sword gets essentially clanged out of your grip. So your second swing is with your bare fist.
Give him the love glove.
I was gonna say I do have a second sword I can swing, but that's fine. I swing with my bare fist. Okay.
So I'm guessing that's a 20, which still hits. So how much damage do you do on a bare-fisted attack?
Just 4, because I don't get any dice to it, so it's just 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay.
However, Ben,
However,
I have a bonus action, Ben.
do you?
Do?
Well.
And actually, he hasn't hit anyone else since the last
no.
round, has he?
He has not.
Oh.
He's only swung at you.
Damn it! Fuck it, I have one other thing I'm gonna do then. I have one other bonus action to take, Ben. I have
Go
the
on.
Shield Master feat, so I'm gonna try and shove him prone.
What?
Well, yep, he's grappled, so I'm just gonna use my shield and try and, like, knock his legs out from under him, so then he'll be grappled and prone on the ground.
You do that when you're grappled?
It doesn't say I can't do it.
Which is the most important thing.
Okay. I mean, just to clarify, if you do succeed, all three of you are going prone.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, we're all hitting each other with disadvantage anyway at this point, so
I'm not.
So is that a contested athletics check?
yes, yes it is.
Cool.
I mean,
He's on the ground.
18 feet, Brandon.
21, Ben.
And all three of you fall down in a heap on the floor. And now Nikim has disadvantage on his bow strike.
Oh no, I'm coming in with a dagger.
Nice.
I hope he just sprints in and goes and kills it.
this is just turned into like a prison fight now. We're just gonna start shanking him on the floor.
Oh,
That's
dear.
how you fight. That's how people
One
fight.
thing I haven't been doing for any of the boys that have been taking big damage is rolling their con saves.
Ooh.
So basically, they all not looking good for Keith.
Come on.
Now, Balls is a champ.
Boars is a champ. Alright. J-Ron's turn. He's going to actually finally get some piercing in there as he just reaches in and nick him. Oh no, because he's got his little round initiative 10 monster action, which he is just going to burn those around him.
I thought you used it this round. Oh.
No, he always has two. That's what he's been doing. He tried one on on Keith when he ran away. 6 fire damage to both Bert and Sir Steve.
Ben, look at my sheet. Look how much HP I have.
Do you have 6?
No,
Do you have 1?
I had 7. I'm now on 1. I'm now on a single HP.
That you will definitely need to roll a con save at the end of this fight.
Oh,
Anyone on single digits got a roll.
just
Got
put me
roll.
out my misery.
Nikim, you're up though. You just see like flames burst from his arms where he's grappling or being grappled by these guys. Nikim.
Nope, don't like that. I'm gonna bring out my dagger.
Yep. This is how peasants kill nobles back in the day.
We know how to do things.
They get grappled on the floor.
This is how I've killed many people.
And you pierce them through the eye.
While they're
hole.
lying down and just stab them in the chest. Hey, let's bring out the dragon tooth.
Oh,
That's 26.
how comes everyone
That
has
does
magic
hit.
weapons but me?
Because you gave 2 away.
Pretty sure I gave you one, and then you gave it to Steve.
Yeah, I mean, at least that one you gave to another party member. The first one you gave to an NPC.
I'm gonna take this guy's sword.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah, that's
That does hit.
That's 25.
As you kind of just, as it's being grappled on the floor, you just reach in through the eye hole, and you just see it just crumble to dust. Like Casper, you're like grappling it, it just almost just burns the cinders right next to you as it almost just seeps into the floor.
Oh, good.
I mean, it
you,
was going to take one hit point of damage on the start of his next turn, but it doesn't matter.
I mean, it had 2 hit points at that point, so um, yeah, yeah. So now though, the symbol is burned into the floor. The symbol has faded from your hand, Sir Steve, and is now searing itself into Nickim's hand.
Excellent.
At least we kept it in the party. You know, none of the NPCs got it. You know, that we could have just abandoned.
As you guys get up off the floor, sadly, based on the rolls, Cal does appear to be bleeding out. And Keith is very much struggling to walk. He's taken a very deep gash to his leg. Boz, despite essentially just having gashes all over him, he's just like, I can go on. It's like foaming at the mouth. He's just ready.
Casper is also foaming at the mouth, but he takes a few seconds to calm down. Yes.
Yeah, you two, like, oh, actually, all 3 of you now are just like literally just laying on the floor.
Yeah. Casper's just like laying flat. And he just pops the cork of his Cascadian wine and like holds it, like goes all over his face. Does anyone
Just
want
like
any?
looking at the two of them. No.
Casper looks
you both look
around at like
shit.
J-Ron and Nick.
Like putting his dagger back, he was just Nick just glances at the two. Yeah, you both look like shit. Boz, help Keith, and I'm gonna try to bring Keith and Carl over to shit, what's her name? Rachel, as well as well, I guess the Black Arrow would also be able to help some medicine checks and healing, because that is not Nick's specialty. So he's just like,
Yeah, we have to
yeah,
wake up. We have to wake up.
leading person, do
Randall.
your thing.
Yeah, we try and take the casualties over. I'm going to stand over Sir
Yeah.
Steve and offer him a hand up.
It doesn't look like he'll be standing.
Yeah,
at
roll
the
me a
moment.
Constitution save, please.
Oh,
This is this is the second fight you've been in today, so this is not great, and you've taken heavy wounds in both.
22.
Okay,
Ooh,
okay.
tough lad.
Let me consult my table.
Ben's gonna be like, lose an eye. I'm gonna be like, no.
Lose all your teeth?
Oh no, that's even worse. The eye is better.
All in all, once I factored in Casper only takes half damage on stuff when he's raging, I end up with 27 wounds.
We didn't. That horse isn't still around. That demon horse, is it?
Ah.
That faded as he did.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that would have been really cool to keep. We needed one extra horse.
We did.
Give it to Boz.
Is your horse still alive?
Yeah.
Wow.
Surprisingly.
See, look,
The horse is injured, but it's alive.
you need to learn to ghost off the top of yours. That's what Casper does.
He does have that ability that if he falls off his horse and he's not incapacitated, he just lands on his feet. So I could just leap off the horse and land on my feet.
Casper's looking down at Sir Steve, trying to figure out how injured he is.
I'm just waiting for that.
Yeah, so Steve, you have suffered a bad wound essentially to your,
We've got
and it's like almost like aggravating the bite wound that was on like that side as well. It's like
testicular torsion.
it's your right, like your right side, like your right arm and shoulder, essentially is taken a lot of damage. So I don't know whether you're right or left-handed with your sword, whether that's your sword arm or your shield arm, but either one, it's going to be you either can't wield your sword with that. You can't wield your shield, so you can't like raise your shield, so it will have no benefit to you, or you'll be at disadvantage with your sword if it's your sword arm.
Yeah.
Your choice, but it's going to take a bit of time to get that wound healed up.
Oh,
And I assume I can't do any actions that require two hands in that time as well.
I mean, you'd be at disadvantage, but yeah.
okay. Right. I'll help you to your feet, using a good hand.
His legs still work.
Yeah.
His legs haven't gotten hit yet. That's the important detail.
Do you want me to lift you onto your horse?
He doesn't even say anything. You can see he's just holding back any types of pain. He just nods.
Come on, you're a brave boy. Lift him on. Like I can't lift him easily, but I give him like a leg up, so he doesn't have to put all the weight on his arms.
Oh dear.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Casper.
Yes.
He doesn't say anything else. It's just he's in too much pain.
Squire Toy would ride up beside you and make sure, like, you can stay in your saddle and give you a shoulder if you need it.
Casper adjusts his helmet, which you now realise has been wedged deep on his head from where he dove off his horse initially, and like it slipped, so it was like stuck on. Ugh, that's a lot more comfortable. Right, everyone looks very
Yeah,
depressed.
Nickham and Bors just brings Hal and Keith over to Rachel and um, Rachel and Randall just being like, heal,
I mean,
please.
Randall's still out of it, but yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
then just Rachel, heal, please. I don't know how to do this. Not my special. I make
Yeah,
wounds. I don't want.
Rachel kind of like has a look. She manages to bind Keith's leg, gets some wrapping on it, and she does like some very very rudimentary like stitching of it. So it takes a little bit of time. However, she gets to Cal. She like wraps a bandage around one wound, and then she'll kind of like step away and step up to you, Nikim, and be just like, "There's, there's nothing I can do. I've bound one of the wounds, but I'm no, I'm good with animals. I'm not good with people. If I, if there was a real doctor here, I think they might be able to, but there's nothing I can do. He's beyond my help."
rough estimate, how long do you think it was
I mean, he's bleeding a lot. Minutes, maybe? Hours, if he's lucky.
there? Does Hal look like he's suffering?
He's going like very pale. Like almost like grey. He's starting to look.
Clammy.
Yes.
Nickens gonna just like look over to Casper and to Steve, kind of whistle short to just like get their attention, just like
Casper moseys on over. He's exhausted, but not too injured. What's going on? Gal, are you okay?
I'm gonna like move a bit to stop them like before like you guys reach. We don't have what it takes to stop. Um, right now, he's suffering in minutes, maybe hours, if he's lucky. And then he's just going to, Nickam just draws his blade. It might be better to just ease it.
It's a tough decision, but if there's really nothing we can do, it's the kindest thing.
He did a lot for us, and I don't want him to suffer any further.
No. I'll distract him. You can do it when he's not looking.
I'm just going to glance at Steve, see how Steve is.
Yeah, you can put him down too if you want. Casper laughs.
A pain, like there was already a pained expression on his face, but somehow he looks more pained at that comment. The slight hint of actual not pain, just a annoyance, flickers into his face for a second.
You get an instant headache.
Yeah. I don't have pain in my fucking body anymore, so I'll appear.
Emotional damage.
Emotionally, he has one hit point, he dies. Um, he's gonna look at. He's on his horse at this point. He can't really move without it. Um. Uh, uh, um, sometimes it's better to stop some soldiers' pain if there's nothing you can do. Was there a doctor in Wood Lodge? Perhaps we can. That hurts. Perhaps we can get him help there, or leave him there at least, if they've got a healer.
Okay. Well, I,
If he survives, perhaps. And if they don't, we're just prolonging his suffering.
I'll ride back to the village on Grond with him. I'll leave some cash to keep him alive. And really need to make your way to Wolfwatch. We lost a lot of time now. The cult's getting ever closer, and we're getting further away. I'll catch up with you just outside Wolfwatch.
I don't think we'll be moving all that fast with the injuries to everyone here.
Okay, I'll follow your tracks. Just follow the trail of blood, I guess. I look at you bleeding.
I mean, it's not even the slashing damage that did the most to him. It was actually just the fire damage
Mm.
that
Yeah,
he
you
took.
got
Yeah.
you got some nasty burns on your skin.
Yeah, I reduced so much of the slashing damage. It was just the fire damage was brutal. I couldn't reduce it.
Let me just double check. So is anyone staying with Cal or
I was going to take Cal to the village to see if there was a doctor to save him.
you're gonna move him?
I'm going to try.
Um, roll me a medicine check.
Oh no. Why? I'm not a doctor. I have big meaty hands.
He's within
You
sight of the banner at Dolmathina. I could give him a D6 on that bet.
Oh yes, I forgot the banner has detailed medical instructions on it for like.
um yeah, I'm gonna say gonna overrule that for now for this check. Um yeah,
Oh God.
Casper, you've been around wounded soldiers a lot, but not at this point. Like usually Cascading is like if they're at this point, they're dead.
What do you mean?
But
He
you
has
like
great healthcare.
you pick him up to put him on the horse, and like you put him on your horse, and literally by the time you kind of like swing in the saddle behind him, and you start trotting back into the town, and before you're kind of out of sight of the rest of the gang, um, you hear him kind of like mumbling in front of you. He's just like, I did good, right?
You did very good, Cal. You, without you, would all be dead.
Mama will be proud.
She would. You got a letter we could send, or?
And it's just like kind of like just as his like words just get quieter and quieter, he kind of like just keeps like repeating the same things as he just slumps fully forward.
He's dead. Okay, just toss him off to the side then. I don't-
Come back to the group. I tried to find the doctor. Oh no.
Oh no! Ignore that pile over there. Oh no, yeah. I guess I take him off and I find like a nice tree to lay him by. And I guess the others are already leaving. I'll dig a shallow grave.
Okay. You dig a shallow grave.
And I'll catch up with the rest of the party who are on their way to Wolf's Watch to try and recruit an army so we don't die.
Yeah. I mean, if you hadn't gone into that fight with your fodder, might have been one of you that you were burying.
Hopefully.
And with that, our session has finished.
Hey, thank you very much, Ben. That was dangerous.
Oh, I thought I'd get the grit and glory stuff involved.
Oh no.
I think I had a mild heart attack during the session. Just
And now I've got the fucking symbol. Shit.
you you did the thing where he like lifted me up out my horse. I was like, oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I failed my save. I'm dead.
I wanted to rip
See,
his helmet off at one point.
if if Casper hadn't grappled him, when he had done that, he would have impaled you with his sword. When he did his come over here, but because Casper hadn't grappled, all he could do was the fire. So you were lucky in that regard.
Yeah.
You should be nicer to
Oh,
Casper.
I was very lucky in that fight.
Casper's always looking out for you, Stephen. You just push him away.
He doesn't push. Well, you literally pushed the other guy away this time.
Right, I'm gonna hit stop. Goodbye, everyone. Bye.